What is up, guys? Welcome to my Wizard's Tower. So I've been working on this for about 2 to 3 weeks. This is a server that my buddy hosts. It's a public dedicated server, and I, and two of our close friends play on it. And yeah, there's been a lot of fun to build. Um, so I found this island out here in the middle of nowhere while exploring, and our main base is up here in the plains, and then we have an extra fortress over here and another one down here near Motor. But when I found this island, this is what I decided I wanted to do, and it was Black Forest. I had to level the whole thing, and then I cultivated it because I heard cultivating stops monster spawns. It does not, but workbenches do. I can confirm, workbenches do. But anyways, so back to the tower. This thing is about 150 meters, maybe a bit taller. Um, and it has a tree in the middle. This whole thing was built without using debug mode, because this is on a public server, like I said. So, that's not to say that I didn't cheat at all on it. I absolutely ported over thousands of iron, because there's just not enough iron in the world for this build. So I would go over to one of my private servers where I had prototyped several other wizards' towers, and I would spawn in a bunch of iron and bring it over. But as for the build itself, it was done totally legit, other than some of the materials I spawned in. Yeah, so this is the first floor, and that's the only entrance, this little secret entrance right here behind the flags. And the first floor is storage, and we're just now starting to use this, so we're going to start filling out the signs and putting everything on them. And this portal takes you to the top of the tower, but we're going to walk up it. So there are 15 floors in here, so a lot of stuff to fill it with. So this is the second floor. This is also storage, but it's mock storage, not real storage. But I thought the crates looked fantastic. I was pretty proud of that. But yeah, so it looks like storage. Useless, but 15 floors. You gotta fill it up with something. This next one is the larder. I actually really like this floor because I created like this wine rack over here with all the different drinks in the game. Looks really cool. And then this table I built on top of a bench and used a bunch of 2-meter wood beams to create a really nice looking table. And then this is like a old cold box for like, or you might know it as like a pie box, and it has a shelf and then a grated front, and that's how I got the idea for that. And just put a bunch of foods in there. And then this serpent meat's really interesting. I wanted serpent meat, and I thought it looked coolest when it's on the rack. So I cooked it with a fire underneath it, but as soon as it got cooked, I busted the fire out from under it, and it has stayed like this ever since. So it has the animation for cooking, but it never turns to coal. And I don't know why that is, but it's really cool, because that's pretty much exactly what I wanted. So the next floor, this is like a little chill community floor, so like a bunch of chairs around, have some fun talking with friends, and a table just filled with stuff. You could consider this like a servant's quarters. There's this nice little balcony view and all. So it's whatever you want. It was just meant to look really cool, give a different vibe than the rest of the floors. So the next floor is where it really starts getting interesting, and this is the armory. So have the swords out front, because swords are cool. And then you have spears over here on the wall, followed by axe gears, and then all the bucklers and tower shields. And on the tables, you got all the maces here, all the large, like two-handed battle axes and sledges here, and then axes, knives, and bows, and then a bunch of arrows in that chest. And yeah, so nice little armory going on. And then here's the trophy hall, and since the troll is the first big trophy you get from the Black Forest, I decided to start with it and go with all the Black Forest trophies first. And then the wraith is the big trophy from the swamp, so then I have all the swamp trophies over to here. And then after the swamp, you have the stone golem as the big trophy out of the mountains. So here's all the mountain trophies, but there's actually only 3, so I kind of just put a boar and a neck there to fill it in. Ignore those. And then Lox is the big trophy from the plains, so here's all the plains trophies. The Fueling Berserker trophy is pretty big as well, but Lox is bigger, and I kind of wanted the Berserker with his other 2 fueling trophies. And Serpent's by himself because he's the only ocean creature with a trophy there is. So next up is the party floor. So like I said, it's me and 3 other friends, so 4 of us on the server. And so this floor is supposed to be the party floor. So I'm the blue wizard, so I get the blue banner. And then my friend, who's a huge fan of the planes and all, he has the black banner. Another one of my friends, he has the red. And then the host of the server, he has the green banner. And so yeah, I put this balcony in this room with these 2 chairs and tankards, and I just think this looks awesome. It was very difficult to build a stone balcony. I can show you the wood iron pattern I had to put under this to actually support all of it if you want later, but yeah, it was that was a lot of fun. But I really like the balcony and the way the party room looks because there's like a table for each of us. That's pretty cool. Now, the next floor up is unfortunately a useless floor. When you have a tree in the middle of your tower, there are about 2 to 3 floors that are unusable due to all the foliage that sticks out. And so yeah, this is the first of 3 unusable floors. This is the second one. I did put something worthwhile on it. I put another one of these window balconies, but this one has a raven throne overlooking the island. And I couldn't get it as close to the edge as I wanted, but if I put it closer, there's a chance that when you get out, you can end up falling over the edge to your death. Well, as long as you have more than 100 health, you won't die. Max fall damage is 100. I learned that while building this. It's good to know. Saved me from many a death. But yeah. So, this is the last floor with foliage, useless, and then we are done with the tree. As of this floor right there, that's where the tree ends. So I'll come back to this floor. I need to show you the floor above first. So this is the first level of the bastion. So before now, the entire stone tower has been a 10-meter radius circle or 20-meter diameter. And now we're going to a 20-meter radius circle. And this is all wood, and this is the bastion. And so what's really cool here is there's 2 floors to the bastion. This one actually has a cart filled with wood, and you can drag the cart around and load up the kilns with wood from the cart. And you can just drag it around the circle, and whenever it's done, it spits the coal out and it shoots it down those wood ramps onto the floor down here. And you just can pick it up, and down here you have a level 7 forge, and you have a blast furnace and 3 smelters. And so the regular chests are for coal. They're all beside the coal chute on each furnace or smelter. And then the reinforced chests are actually for the ore and metal bars. So this would be, for black metal, of course. This one would be for silver, the highest. And then the second one would be for iron. And the third one would be for bronze. So you'd put both tin and copper and bronze. So you could put, tin and copper here if you wanted, and put the bronze in there, or the other way around. We haven't actually started using this yet. I don't know if we ever will, but it's really cool. I like it. And yeah, up here on the main workshop level, you have a level 5 workbench and stone cutter and spinning wheel. And these little chimneys put over the kilns help keep the smoke from rising up into the next floor when you light them all. And it works really well. So this is the second floor of the bastion, and this is the kitchen. Now, the bastion is, as I said, 20-meter radius circle, but the next floor up is actually where the thatch roof begins, and the floor on the bottom of it is 30-meter radius of the Wizard's Tower cap. And I'll show you that next, but yeah, so right above this, because that floor is so big, I had nothing to fill it with, so I split it into 4 rooms, one for me and each of my buddies, and that's what you can see here. So here's the entrance to my room on this floor, Archwarden, that's my name. And then I use the stone golem as like my signature trophy because it's like all, mystical crystal. And but yeah, this stairwell over here is my buddy who's big into the planes, and as you can see, fueling berserker, and there's his name, Isulv. Ice Wolf. And then over here is my other friend. He's the host. He's the one that is real big into like stone and wolves and dragons and all that. And so he tried to do that here, but it hasn't really worked. I need to fix his staircase and help him out with that. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. And the fourth friend, he hasn't even built his staircase here yet. But enough about that. Back to the kitchen. So the kitchen has 6 hearths, and where the cauldrons are, you have chests with signs for storage for ingredients, and then along the outer walls, you have fermenters with their own dedicated chests, and yeah, and all this prevents the smoke from like going up into the rest of the castle. It works really, really well, or not castle, wizard tower, but yeah. So plenty of stuff to do there, and then you go through here, and here's my room. So, again, blue banners, because that's my banner color as the blue wizard. And here's what I got in here. So this is my emergency portal. It's just set to EA. So E for emergency, A for archwarden. So I drop down a portal, you know, in the plains in the middle of the night when I'm about to die and name it that. And boom, it instantly connects because this is currently unconnected. And I can retreat to my tower at any time. Portal on demand. And I usually carry mats for a portal on me at all times. So yeah. And then I get 17 comfort right here. I put the brazier over the hearth just to put all the smoke in like one area. Over here I have like a little dragon egg that's hatching. I think that's pretty cool. And then I have a level 2 workbench and forge for repairing stuff. I thought this was pretty cool, like a keg with the drink and a lox pelt and throne to sit on to look out. It is really pretty. When you get up this high, the game looks really, really pretty. It really does. And I like my wizard to have like this kind of like crazy wizard vibe to him. So like over here he has like projects he's working on. So there's like a dissection table where he's dissecting like a leech and a surtling and all. And then over here he's like running tests on the undead with Silver Sword and Frostner, like testing out why silver hurts the undead. And here's like a magical scrying crystal or whatever. And yeah, so this is just my room. It's meant to look like, you know, super cozy and all. And my friends each have their rooms. They haven't completed them yet, but I'll show them to you. So this is my friend that's a big fan of the plains, and well, you can see from all the lox pelts and a berserker trophy and all. He has this real cool like little corner cubby. He leaches like most of his comfort through the wall because that's where my hearth and all is. But yeah, Frostner is the weapon he always uses, so he likes hanging it up before he logs off. His bed's really cool, this large platformed curtain bed. I'm a little jealous of that. It's a pretty great idea. And his staircase, I think he does staircase really well. The next room is pretty cool. So this is the host, Stalvarg. He really, really likes, you know, wolves, dragons, stone, dwarves, all that good stuff. And this is what he's got set up so far in here. There's something about the look of the room that we just haven't figured out, but we're gonna keep working on it and see what we can do to improve it. And the stone staircase, it kind of fell in, and I got to figure out how to reinforce that. I don't know if we can even build one there, but we're gonna try. And then this is the fourth friend's room. He's only put a little bit in here. He's still working on it. So yeah, so that's the rooms in the tower. And then up here is the portal room. So now we're back to a 20-meter diameter floor. And here are all the portals. And I put signs above them so we can name them if we want to. Haven't decided whether or not we're going to go with that. But yeah, a whole room of portals. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then up here is the wizard's study. And I'm real proud of this. I think this looks awesome. So it's like a magical stone table where I do like dissection or tests, and so you have bone mass and dragon egg, and it's like I'm testing stuff on it. And then over here you have a boss trophy over each door, but we haven't put up Yogluth yet. We've done everything but kill Yogluth, and we're about to go do that when we're all 4 on at the same time again. And then over here you have this little balcony that opens up. I used 26 degrees to create that opening. And oh, here, let me eat some food. And yeah, so you have like this little opening that's really cool. And yeah, that's the Archwizard's study basically. And it's 26 degrees most of the way up, and then changes to 45 degrees here. as you can see, you'll slide down this. And then the top was pretty difficult. I put a whole bunch of these 45 degrees on the corner pieces, and I had to overlap them. That was real fun to figure out. But yeah, so there's the whole tower. And it was a blast to make. I'm super glad. And if you have any questions about it, let me know. And see you next time I do something. And 100 damage. Max fall damage. I've fallen off this thing so many times it's ridiculous. But oh yeah, and let me show you how I created the underside of that balcony with wood iron to support it, because that was pretty cool. So, yep, that's the wood iron pattern I used there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been fun, and see y'all.